What policies and procedures should a company have? You don't need to document everything in your company. That is actually a mistake. Before you start documenting processes, here is how to prioritize them. This is where I tell companies to start when they feel overwhelmed by documentation. At the end of this video, you will know which policies and procedures you should prioritize first to reduce risk and support growth. Before I answer the question, which policies and procedures should a company have, I want to ask a question before that. And the question is why? Why do you need those processes and procedures? And this is a question that I would like you to answer for yourself. I recorded several videos explaining why processes and procedures are important, but this is a question that you, as the business owner or part of the leadership team or an employee of a company, you need to answer that question. You might want to document because you want consistency. You might want to mitigate risk. It might be that you would like to exit the company and you need to provide the processes and procedures for the buyer. It might be that you want to delegate something that you are doing and you need processes and procedures in order to delegate correctly. All of those are great answers, but you need to know the why. Why are you documenting? Because that will lead to what should I document? If you ask me, everything should be documented, but not every single thing. But every function in the company should have a playbook on how to operate. Now that could be a daunting task. It can be a big task that takes a long time. It does. It doesn't happen overnight. That's why I recommend that companies write as they go so they have that knowledge accumulated. But let's say you don't, you haven't done that, and now you're facing the big task of documentation. All right, so first of all, we need to prioritize. So figure out why you want to document. What is the most urgent reason? So let's say, for instance, you are hiring right now for the sales department. Okay, good. So that for sure, you know that you need to have a playbook for your sales department. So let's start there. And then you ask yourself, where is the biggest risk next to the sales department? Well, I have an employee that has been with me for so long and they're about to retire. Good, maybe they're in operations. Good, we gotta document operations, so at least what they're doing. And then you go stage by stage in the company and start documenting. Now, if you don't, for some reason, have an urgent need right away, but you know that you need to document, then you can look at your company and you can go department by department and make sure that everything is documented. That is okay as well. But definitely have the key components, the key functions in the company documented. You want to document your HR. You want to document how you hire. You want to document how you do payroll. You want to document how you interact with your employees. So those are policies and procedures that have to be in place. You definitely want to document your marketing, your sales. You want to document your production. You want to document your finance division, your accounting. So there are a lot of basic functions that every organization has that need to be documented. Now, how do you document it? How do you actually accomplish documenting everything? Because again, it can be such a big task. Well, what I suggest is that you do it in layers. First of all, document what is important right now, then go to the rest. And even within that department, prioritize what is the most important thing. What area of that particular department, if you had well-documented processes and procedures right now, will get you the biggest return on investment? That is what you're going to start documenting. And then you're going to start implementing it. So you document and then you roll it out so people know that there is documentation. They're going to start using it, and that will create that snowball of, oh, we are now operating based on processes and procedures. We become process driven. So obviously we need to document more processes because now we are operating using those. So that will create that momentum that will lead you to have everything in the company documented. But it does take time, it does take commitment, and you can stick to that commitment by understanding why you are documenting those processes. Now, knowing what to document is very important. But knowing how to use those procedures in order to optimize business operation is even more important. So make sure to watch my next video where I'm going to go over how to use standard operating procedures to improve business processes and workflows. And if you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, please do so you can watch my other videos about process documentation, optimization, and systematization of a business. See you on my next video.